Friday, boys and girls, children of all ages. It is me, Duke CT, live here on the Duke CT Lounge on this Friday the 13th. Woo! Scary. Ooh, Well, that was fun. But anyway, what is up? Well, I've been pretty busy. Finals week is here. I got a lot of math stuff I got to do, plus the review for Red Ribbon Reviewers. I got one review on in there doing the stuff right now. I'm doing the TLC 2011 review, watching that, doing all the stuff, writing the script. Hopefully I will get done with my math stuff this weekend. I'm almost done with a couple of stuff, a couple more questions and all that good stuff. Have it done by this weekend. I'll edit everything up. I'll probably put this thing up probably around like Sunday or maybe even a later Monday if things go wrong. This podcast will be up hopefully a little bit later. But if everything goes right, everything goes according to plan, this thing will be back up. I know we have Barbara33 in the chat. What is up, man? How you doing? Just getting a little personal updates from myself and everything good stuff for all the good things. Anyway, let's get started on this nice Friday the 13th. Is there such a thing? Screw it. Maybe I'll just watch a Friday the 13th movie after this review, after this podcast, just to even think out, see if anything's on Netflix. Good scary movie. While I'll do my math homework. Then go see a Hobbit. Desolation of Smaug. The Desolation of Smaug. That's how you say it, right? See that. Probably get a review up. My thoughts on that. I'll give my thoughts because I gave my thoughts on the last one. I'll give my thoughts, my unscripted thoughts. I'll put it up there and do all that type of stuff on Saturday if I have time after my math and everything else. So, yeah, that's a small little update here. And speaking of all that craziness, guess what, people? YouTube is gone content ID crazy. And boy, man, it's been very interesting. It's been a very interesting week. It's been everything is going upset. You got Angry Joe upset. Well, then again, Angry Joe's always been upset. I mean, that's his whole gimmick. Angry Joe is not Happy Joe. But anyway, as you must know, and then you have not only Angry Joe's getting pissed off. You got guys like Bogusy 0299 talking about this. They're upset. You got guys like Total Biscuit talking about this stuff. Adam Sessler. I think Adam Sessler had a huge conversation with him, Total Biscuit, and other people in the YouTube gaming community, big guys here. A lot of big guys and such. And they were flagging a lot of previous content. Guys like I said, people like Razor Fist had talked about this. And hell, Barbara33 was hitting videos as well. A lot of people were hurt on this video, this content ID stuff. And hell, I'm planning to do a Let's Play channel next year, and this might hit me myself. But personally, I won't be worried about this. Looks like, and people say, the game companies behind this, but not so fast, my friend. It's not the game companies. The game companies, for the most part, are pretty innocent. You got guys like Blizzard, Capcom, Deep Silver, the guys who own THQ now, and others who are saying, and Valve, those guys, they're like, hey, what's up? Stop this. Hey, get this thing out of the way. Get it out of the way. They like, hey, this is crazy. This is like, hey, we didn't ask for this stuff. It's usually just some music that some part owns and everything else. doesn't make sense, just email us. We'll make sure, we'll clear it out, that sort of thing. Those were like the tweets and everything else. I mean, when Capcom is like saying, dude, this is crazy. Capcom, the DLC on this crazy Capcom is telling you effed up, YouTube. Oh, goodness, it's just amazing. And, you know, and these things, and here's the thing about, Contact, you know, this stuff about disputing and everything else is, well, very interesting, because if you do try to contact the claims and dispute it, it takes like a month for responses for some people and everything. For like someone like myself, probably take a month or 2 months. But if you dispute too often or lose disputes, your account gets deleted. So you get like 3 strikes, you're out. You're done. It's gone crazy. And you know, I think another YouTuber, and I'll put the link in the description when I put all the other people's thoughts on this, including the Arch Fiend and you know, his take on it. I don't agree with his. I put Angry Joe's, Bogey 2988. I'll put his. I'll put Angry Joe's. His way to fix YouTube, looks about it, and everything else, including his angry rant. I'll put like all these other videos that people want to talk about this stuff, you know, because this is really big. People are getting a little crazy and upset about this. You know, all this other stuff. And to me personally, this whole content, all this other stuff, at the end of the day, will not get solved until we really get into this main issue, is that, you know, we have to fix our content. We have to fix our, you know, content issues and such. But we have to fix the copyright laws. And most importantly, we have to fix the DMCAs and such. This is what this whole thing comes down to, the Digital Millennium Copyright Act. We have to really look into that you know, that chestnut. We have to look into that and try to fix that. And I'll put a link down to I think the video. I think Shane DK, a guy I did a couple podcasts with, and I'm very thankful he let me on. I'll put that link in the description of a video he made back in 2009, I think. Hopefully I can find it. And he was talking about this, the DMCA, talking about how wrong it is. And a website, the EFF, against the DMCAs and such, he talks about that, and I was like really interested, and maybe we have to really look and research the way of how we can actually start, start everything else. Oh, I found it, man! It is seriously. This video has been like, it's like why the DMCA is bad. Again, this was like 5 years ago, 2009, people, 2009. Heck, you know how old this joint is? Is that it had the old YouTube. It has the old YouTube base plate. Now, you know this was old. This joint has been old, man. Oh, gosh, man. Really, in internet years, this is basically, 1,000 years ago? It's, and everything else. But anyway, it looks really interesting, and we have to look at the whole thing, and I'll put the link in the video about the DMCA. Put a link down here, and in the description, right there, talking about this, and probably some solutions to it. We do need some type of version of a copyright law. I do think people, when you own something, you need some type of protection to, and at least are we working. Sorry, I'm just getting over a cold. A reworking of the copyright so that at least it starts to protect the people who actually who worked on the pieces in art. the artists, the people who are doing the artists, not the huge conglomerate companies that basically are just using this to make more money, that sort of thing. This stuff right here needs to be fixed, and the DMCA, I think, really needs to start to look. We really need to start looking these type of. We need to start looking into some solutions to this. The copyright laws are antiquated, and this has been coming for this thing right here. The DMCA's and everything else is the same reason why how Blip got popular or what have you is because the DMCA stuff kicked out, basically kicked Doug Walker to Blip and everything, all this type of stuff. I mean, I know he does stuff now, but like on the League of Super Critics or whatever his YouTube handle is. But yeah, I mean, back in the day, he went on Blip, and I still showcase most of my videos on Blip TV and Blip.tv, and I survived that huge cut of people who eventually, people were cut from Blip, and people who are really more talented than myself. Don East, like I said, Don East was cut. I think Don East, TWK was cut. Guys who really are talented and they really are terrified. I mean, I'm not saying terrified, but someone like YouTube, for all its flaws, is still probably the best, the most well-known video using site, video sharing site. But hey, once upon a time, MySpace was the biggest social thing ever, and people thought, I was one of those people too. That MySpace will never go down. Or hell, I didn't think even Twitter was going to be as big as it is now. But I thought Twitter was a fad. But hell, I use Twitter and talk to people. Hell, I got famous people to respond to me. Crazy stuff. But Twitter and then Facebook and MySpace. Well, MySpace is now basically what happened to MySpace. I still have an account there, but I looked at it and I haven't done anything with it for so damn long. It's downright. It has like hell. I still have like my song NRD, the NERD Nerd Love Bomb on there. It's a good song, but geez, seriously, my MySpace is just gone to the wind. It's crazy. But anyway, YouTube is in danger of doing that because trust me. If it's not going to be Blip that takes over from YouTube, it's going to be something like Dailymotion or College Humor or whatever. These video processing sites that eventually, heck, you don't even know what to show with how HTMLs are working out right now. In the future, you might not even know what the site's going to be hosting. There's been plenty of other stuff. Springboard, Vimeo. Vimeo does not take video games. I think they might change their mind if they keep, look how much money and all the Let's Play stuff. If I truly believe if PewDiePie was so pissed off about this and talked to video or Blip or whatever, they'd be like, you know what? We'll put Let's Plays on here. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll put Let's Plays and all this type of stuff on our website and let YouTube go where's the dinosaurs. If the people will leave and or what have you, or work away the problem, or something like that, or fix the copyright laws. We need. That's what's going to happen, and that's why I feel that that's what I feel that it's going to change is that people are going to have to. People are going to have to say, you know what? We're going to have to reevaluate the copyright laws and eventually it's going to get to a point that way, man. It's going to get to that point. And it looks like it is getting to that point. And I'm repeating myself again. God dang it. I need to stay on focus, guys. Stay on target. My main point is this has been coming on for a long while. It's been coming down the pipe for a good long while. And now it's time to pay the piper. It's time for this whole thing to change. And it's someday, eventually, if someone's going to go into court, it's going to be in the Supreme Court. It may not be today, might not be next year or 10 years from now, but I guarantee you it's going to get to the Supreme Court. And once, I think Razorfist said in his video, is once someone proves that the point that Let's Plays and all this type of stuff is basically user-created content in the Supreme Court, then all the stupid copyrights and Viacom, all this type of stuff will go away, and we will actually have the same stuff again in YouTube and such. So, again, I'm not worried. I think this stuff will happen. I think, honestly, with this stuff right now, I think someone is going to be pissed off enough. I think someone, like I say again, someone like these the big guys are getting pissed off, and they might be bought off. Some might be bought off, say, okay, I think Darkside Phil is like, I think he got some of his content claims removed. I think that's what, I saw a bit of his video. I need to rewatch the whole thing. Again, like I said, I've been busy. I think he's saying that his claims are being rescinded. I think that it's going to be some. Trust me, you have Angry Joe who's pissed off, and he already put a video about this. Trust me, he will find a way. I think there will be people out there who will do his job. I guarantee you, there are probably some guys who do, fans of his who actually are lawyers. Hell, he might have some money saved up and, take this joint to court himself and be like, yeah, we'll do it ourselves, and that's what's going to happen. Take it up and see if he wins. You never know. He might do it. Exactly. It's going to be really awkward. People who hate Angry Joe. I'm like, man, goddamn, I hate Angry Joe, but I got to support him for this. Like, it's going to be very fun and interesting. But who knows? Who knows? And I'm hoping this stuff right here. And again, hopefully, and here's the funny here, is that Sony and Microsoft are doubling down the video sharing stuff because the PS4 and the Xbox One have video sharing features on Twitch. I don't know if they have it on YouTube. Greg and I were talking about this. And this stuff right here, if you're going to have this stuff, and trust me, they're not going to take these features out on Twitch.tv. They put these things in there for a reason. They see the eyes and all this stuff about the Let's Play community and such. I know it's a bit big, and I'm going to put my big ass in there and make it even bigger. But honestly, it's a fun and interesting community. Some people like it, some people hate it, but it is probably the most popular right now, or popular in pro wrestling at the moment. In fact, everything is popular in pro wrestling. Oh, seriously, I can actually put again, I'll probably do a Let's Play channel and make probably like 1,000 subs by this time next year, and probably have more at least I'll probably have my Let's Plays or videos probably have more views than any of my pro wrestling rants. No, sorry, depressing moment right there. But anyway, but eventually I feel all this type of stuff will be going away soon, and people will be like, man, you know what? They're gonna be like, you know what? Screw it. Let them do their Let's Plays. Let them monetize that, and let them have fun, and let them do what they need to do. And hey, you know what? Let them live their lifestyles, and eventually make something good and something great. And do something great with it. And they already done something great, some great art. So I'm not hating on them. I can't hate on guys like Joe and everything, Bogey and everything else. So anyway, I'm going to take a small little break here. And next time we're going to talk some interesting WWE news. And trust me, this WWE news is, some of this news is very, very, very funny. Well, funny to me anyway. We'll be right back right after this here on the Duke CT Lounge. Thank you so much for listening to me, Duke CT. We'll be right back right after this.
just a couple of grinders trying to find our way out and put this darkness behind us. And underground is my oration, sound integration. But situation is we're surrounded by light negation. It's black as pitch cause we're trapped by our violent souls. In a deep mind where deep rhymes won't keep my self-control. Too many foes, we feel snake bit and we won't take it. Enemies need their face hit, we going ape shit.
Hell is my confinement within this mind. Now trapped in a shrine.
Hey, still back live. Phone number, as always, is 724-444-7444. Once again, the number is 724-444-7444. For the call ID to connect to me, Dukect is 92417. Once again, the call ID is 92417. We got Barbara333 in the chat room. Say what's up over there. How you doing? Let's see. What else here? Man. Okay. You got some interesting WWE news, ladies and gentlemen. Is that, well, John Cena had a recent interview that he said Hulk Hogan was too old to wrestle. He had a recent interview talking about, what have you. And he talked to us Hulk Hogan. Since Hulk Hogan is a free agent, he's no longer signed with TNA. He's trying to make it the next level. To TNA to the next level, brother. Well, instead, he did take him to the next level, but sadly, that next level was into bankruptcy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I am here all night. Anyway, John Cena says Hulk Hogan was too old to wrestle, which honestly I agree with. Hogan is, 60 years old. He has, all these hip surgeries, his leg surgery, everything else. Or what have you, and I don't know. It just seems to me that and you know what? Wouldn't surprise me if WWE would do this because, let's be real, the past couple of WrestleManias and past couple of years, the WWE, instead of really growing their homegrown talent and pushing new stars and, making them relevant, instead of pushing them in the back room with crappy feuds and trying to put them over when they really aren't, i.e. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. And, yeah, I did watch that the last minutes of Monday Night Raw. Very funny stuff, by the way. Let's see. Let's see. You have Daniel Bryan basically getting cheered on the entire night. You have John Cena cycling the heat from Daniel Bryan, which, by the way, was interesting. But, hey, overall, it was a pretty good promo. And the entire crowd didn't even give a complete F about the entire in the segment we have. You don't really cared. And here's something interesting that happened after the whole Raw craziness happened, is Triple H pedigreeing Randy Orton. And I'm like, here we go again. And I'm going to say this. Randy Orton never really had a fair shake at the company. Now, before we get him wrong, he man's 32, he has multiple title reigns, but let's think about this. Let's sit and really think about this, ladies and gentlemen. I know this might be a little crazy, but let's look at this. Randy Orton was the youngest WWE champion. And to me, the reason why they did this was because they wanted to get the youngest champion away from Brock Lesnar, which was, Brock Lesnar, I can believe he would be the youngest WWE champion because look at him. He's actually, can rip your arms apart and just, rip your arms apart and floss with them the next day. And while Randy Orton, they didn't really do much with him. In fact, I think, honestly, winning that world title basically damaged him beyond repair for the past couple of years. It took him a long while just to get to that position of being at least somewhat of an upper mid-carder for a while. He had to do his time in the mid-card and not really doing much. I think he won the Intercontinental title a couple of times. I think he was what have you, but, but he was always in the ring, never really part of that main event stuff. He wasn't. And then around 2009, they had a shot with him right now just destroying the McMahon family. He was right there. He was just so close to greatness at WrestleMania 25, who could have been something of a truly opening of the door for Randy Orton, and what we got instead was basically one of the worst WrestleMania main events since, well, Miz and John Cena. I think actually Miz and John Cena was actually a little bit better compared to this main event. I mean, I don't know what the hell they were doing. In fact, the whole booking was wrong. They're booking the entire thing. In fact, this huge blood feud with Randy Orton and Triple H. But best say, and have Triple H, if you lose your temper, you lose the WWE Championship. Like, that's the stupidest thing in the world. Why not make it a street fight? A huge knockdown draw, have 15 people come in the ring, that type of stuff. And it would be like, wow, this is great. This is perfect. I really want to do this stuff. You know, that like, I really would love to get more on this stuff. It's crazy. It's great. But instead, they had a straight-up one-on-one match where they want to hit their finishers early, and it just devolved just into this weird type of thing that no one wants to talk about in a sense. And then it just ended just terribly as Triple H wins. And I was like, right there, I don't care how many times Randy Orton was going to win the championship, he's never going to get over with Triple H. Will never get over. Triple H, to me, single-handedly ruined Randy Orton right there. I'm like, yep. Randy Orton never, I mean, he might get a title reign over there, but people don't buy his advances. They don't buy it. In fact, when you look at it again, it's just like he never really gets over because of Triple H. His entire career has been shanghaied because of these weird booking decisions that kept Triple H in the front of the pack. I mean, honestly, in 2009, he should have been like, you know, yeah, because 2009 and 10, he still had these weird chances of him, like, you know, look like he might be leaving, but no, he doesn't. He just stays there. And not only that, it's just like, what the heck is going on? Why are you doing this stupid stuff about this huge, like, oh, we're going to bring these people over and then bury them? I don't want to get into what they did to Sheamus. Hey, remember Sheamus? Remember him? I know he's injured, but just, oh, good Lord, what happened to you? I mean, seriously, what happened to you, Sheamus? Guy could have been the most over guy out there, and instead, you know what they did? You know what they did to Sheamus? You know what they did to him? They basically gave him a fluky reign, another bad championship reign, and there's a reason why people aren't really caring about. You know, they miss him, but they don't miss Sheamus. Sheamus could have been a big star, but instead he's just you know, and that's the real thing. The real sad thing is that Sheamus could have been something important. He could have been something great. Instead, you have, well, what just happened? You have the same thing. It's just like these guys are not really, they're over, but not as over. They're not as over as you think they would be. I mean, these guys I still believe that they are quality talents. They are quality talents that really never get their due. I mean, it's just really, really amazing that they never get their due at the high level, especially, again, Randy Orton. And when you have him just getting punked out again by Triple H this Monday, it just emphasizes the point that he's just another puppet, and he's Triple H's bitch boy, and it just reinforces that. And again, I'm like, why should I watch or even matter? Why does it matter that Randy Orton is main eventing? Why does it matter? It doesn't. It doesn't matter, because Triple H is always looming in the rings, roaming around somewhere, just to give him a pedigree, to know where Randy Orton's place is. But hey, they can always, but if they always seem down and losing fans for the past, losing 50% of its fans the past, 10 years, don't worry. They can always drag Hulk Hogan's carcass, Ric Flair, the Ultimate Warrior. They can drag Jimmy Hart. They can drag Dusty Rhodes. They can drag The Rock. They can drag Stone Cold. They can drag Brock Lesnar. They can drag these guys out, make them big, and the crowd, they get a nostalgia pop. But at the end of the day, the new guys, Dolph Ziggler, Kofi Kingston, The Miz, Sheamus, Randy Orton. Hell, I'll put CM Punk and Daniel Bryan on this list. They're not going to be anywhere close to where John Cena. John Cena is the last major star they have in that company. And when he goes, so goes the next big star. Who's going to be the next guy up? I don't care how they do it. They don't know what the hell they're doing. WWE has no idea what they're doing. And speaking of the WWE has no idea what they're doing, guess what? There's a trademark battle over the Fandango name. No, you don't know what Fandango is. Fandango is a movie ticket service that Comcast it's a Comcast movie ticketing service that has get movie tickets before before you leave the house. Print them out. Bam. I'm going to be using that to go see The Hobbit. It's a great service. It's nice. You don't need to go out and do a movie theater and say, oh, my gosh, they get sold out, or what have you. You don't need to do that. You just get in, you're out, boom, it's good. But also it's the name of a wrestler that WWE attempted to trademark, last year. Yeah. That's how backwards is this company? How badly is this company? The WWE does not know that Fandango, Comcast. By the way, isn't NBC owns Comcast? NBC Universal owns Comcast, and don't you think they could have said, "Hey, before you name this wrestler, there's another service Comcast always have this type of services. There's a name used for its movie ticketing service." I mean, really, how backwards is the WWE? How sad is it that they are, it's just, I'm sorry. And just that Fandango, you know what? I'm going to look this thing up. Fandango, when this thing was created? Because it's been around for quite a long time. This thing, let's see, Fandango. This is, let's see, a movie thing. This thing has been around for quite a long while, and it's Fandango, what have you. It's like, what? I mean, they didn't know. How in the world didn't even know about this? It's the ticket service or what have you. They started in 2000, 13 years ago. 13 years ago. Owned by NBC Universal. Same company what WWE does business with. How in the world did WWE did not know this? Yeah, it's Fandango. Yeah, Bobbert. I'm not kidding you. They've been trying to trademark this thing for over a year. And, in fact, the funny thing is Fandango hasn't formally filed an opposition to WWE's trademark yet. And I don't know why they have to file opposition. They say, hey, we've been doing this since 2000. Why are you going to come out here and do name a crappy wrestler our name? It doesn't make any sense. Are you going to change this gimmick from a ballroom dancer to a movie a ticket price holder or something? I don't know. I mean, at this point, why don't you just call him Johnny Curtis or what have you? I don't know. I don't know why they did Fandango. The dude's trying to do the best he can, but seriously, I don't really care for him. But it just shows how backwards the WWE really is. It shows how backwards it is. That the WWE still would use a trademark name. They used it. Is that I don't get it. I don't know why they would. And besides, again, it's a company owned by NBC Universal, the same company that owns the TV station that runs WWE programming, majority of WWE programming. You would think the WWE would not want to have any trouble with its TV partner. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. Ooh, man. I gotta knock out this cold. I hope we make sure it doesn't come back. Anyway, that's it for me for tonight, everyone. I heard Alfred Absurd actually released his video. I saw it before I did the show. Funny stuff. He actually did my cameo pretty well. So, link is that in the description too. I'm gonna watch it, enjoy it. It's a very interesting video. Hope you guys like that. Anyway, this is Dukect. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for Barbara33 in the chat room, making it lively. Hopefully we'll get some more people next week. That's the goal. I'm trying to get more people in here, more discussions, call in or whatever. So, again, thank you so much for listening to me, Dukect. Hey, this show was actually a lot shorter than last week, so, hey, it's progress. Anyway, it's Dukect here. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.